Look what just arrived, the Star Trek Original Series Tarot. This is amazing. Spoiler alert, I've already opened it. Now, this is literally just released by Adam Baum. He actually wrote William Shatner, the Leonard Nimoy estate, etc., and got permissions to make a tarot deck out of the likenesses of some of the main characters in Star Trek, the original series. So this is an independently created deck. It is not mass marketed. It comes in two versions, and you also have the animated series deck. We'll look at that in a second. The first version is without the book. It costs, I think, 40 bucks. With the book, costs 50 bucks. At the time of this filming, just be aware, that's how much it is. So yeah, here it is. With the book is 50, without is 40, which is a good deal for an independently created deck. I highly recommend the book. Now, I did ask, do you have the book in PDF format? And they said that on the blog, there are a few different cards that you can reference, but for the most part, getting the book is your better deal. Now, obviously, Adam has gone way into the details of the text and whatnot. So you're getting a mountain of text for each individual card. Not only that, you're getting spreads over here, and you're getting a full color book. So it's very nice, right? Astrology versus astronomy, and Crowley versus the Thoth, or the Crowley and the Thoth, etc., etc. So there you go. So you also have games that we can play as well in here. Tarot card games, yeah. So Tarot Origins, a very thorough book. Now, the thing that I like about this deck, obviously, other than the book being full color and dirt cheap, is the, ooh, look at the texturing on this. Wow. Like an exhaustive amount of detail went into creating this. Now, this is a Telekiad, I guess, Telekiad. Again, link in the description if you want to pick this up. I believe he's going to release it soon if it's not already released. By the time you watch this, he said it would be released. So check back if it's not there yet. Now, here are the cards. And to say this is the most detailed intellectual property deck I've ever seen is an understatement. Now, here's the back of the cards. And the card quality is, Christina thinks it's thin, but it is very, very sturdy. It is casino quality. And if you flick it, even if I flick it hard, it only comes to here. So if you pick this up and you're like, the cardstock's a little thin, no. That's barely coming up to like here. So yeah, cardstock is amazing. Now every card is a scene out of an episode in the original series. So you're looking at Sulu, for example, going bananas over here in Naked Time, etc., etc. So it looks like, so on the card, you have this information up here. On the cards, you have the episode is taken from, and you have the Star Trek Tarot, obviously. And then you have the star date, which is hilarious and amazing. So, this is the real deal here. This is the real deal. If you're looking for just pure, unadulterated amazement, this is going to be it. So let's organize this real quick. I hate doing this on stream. I'm sorry. But let me put this up here. Okay, so we got rods, we got cups. Okay, this is my usual order. All right, let's do it in proper order here. All right, here we go. The way to Eden, man. It's all about Eden, man. With all the instruments and Spock played with them and stuff. I've watched too much Star Trek, by the way, so I have a lot of stuff that I sort of know some of this stuff. Not everything, obviously, but look at the art. Look at the art. Like, this is the scene straight out of the Way to Eden, and it's explained. Like, there's a reason that this particular scene, this particular character is there, for example. Let's take a look at that. We got alien cards, we got the High Priestess, the Fool. Okay, so unsuited cards. There we go. The Fool indicates curiosity and travel, either physical or on a path of self-discovery. The Fool's free to make choices, whether mindful or not. In The Way to Eden, the Enterprise rescues a band of young and inexperienced explorers. The group traditional trappings they're eager to find. So, like, everything in here is highly detailed. I mean, the particular scene, here's why the scene was chosen. Here's why the character was chosen. Everything is just rocking with this. So very, very cool that we can do this. Anyway, so, I mean, for 40 bucks, that's a good deal because I was just looking at Kickstarter, and a basic Kickstarter deck was like 60 bucks. I think it was 63 bucks for one that I kind of liked. This is a pretty good deal. Magician, there we go, with Cat's Paw. Indeed. We have the Magician. Well, this one with a cat. Yeah, the cat in there, remember. Skill. There we go. So, all right. We got Wisdom, and then if we flip it upside down, we have Ignorance. Very cool. If we flip it upside down, we have maybe this. I'm not sure. Yeah, anyway, for the world is hollow and I have touched the sky. There we go. So that is the High Priestess. That's all about wisdom. Very, very nice. The Empress. Ooh, Friday's Child. That's a good choice there for the Empress. Indulgence. Authority with the Emperor. Who dorns for Adonis? Yeah, that was nice. That was a wild episode, man. Like, some of the episodes in Star Trek are just way outside, you know. Okay, the Return to the Archons. I do not remember that episode. Tradition, the Hierophant. Obviously, if you go forth and read the book, again, has extremely detailed information about every single card, why it was chosen. And that's cool, right? This is one of the picky things that I have about anybody that handles an IP and makes a tarot deck out of it. You need to be thoroughly versed in the IP itself. And this is the true definition of that. The Paradise Syndrome. Kirk falls in love. Remember this? Choice. And there we go. The Tholian web with those weird things making a web around the Enterprise. The Chariot being the Enterprise itself. A Private Little War, where she comes around and she's just ready to stab everybody. I remember that one. Yep. And let's see, The Hermit Requiem. I do not remember that one. I guess if I saw it. Anyway, Caution. Yeah, there we go. No Light and stuff. So if you're new to tarot, probably not the best deck for you. But if you're like an avid Star Trek superfan, this is literally going to be your deck. By the way, Adam on his site has like a superfan geek sort of man cave that he has made. So you have to see that. That is going to be a link in the description for that as well. One of my favorite episodes of all time, The City on the Edge of Forever. Edith Keeler Must Die Indeed. The Wheel of Fortune and Opportunity. I love this episode, man. This episode creeped me out way when I first saw it. A Court Martial. Yeah, there we go. That is Justice. That's pretty much the one that you would think, right? This Side of Paradise, where everybody goes nuts. And Spock has a ton of emotions. One of the few episodes where you saw that. The Hanged Man. Death Transformation with a Metamorphosis. Then we have Temperance. Truth, No Beauty. Do not remember that one, I guess. Well, based upon what I'm seeing in the scene, I don't remember it. The Devil in the Dark, one of the most memorable episodes of all time. So that was a weird-looking little rock that came in through, and they were doing the mining people were just like, screw the little rock. And then they found out the rock was pregnant. By the way, there will be spoilers in this particular review. So if you have not seen Star Trek, it has been around since the 60s. So sorry. You know, I think we have sort of an expectation that you've seen some of this. The Big Cigar, Doomsday Machine, where we put one of the Enterprises into it to kill it. Return to Tomorrow. Don't remember that one. The Star, it represents hope. Then we have the Moon. Ooh, the Menagerie. Very cool. Love some of the scenery in the original series. The Cloudminders. Yeah, that was a weird episode. That was a weird episode. It kind of was also reflected in a couple of other sci-fi tropes with cities in the clouds, including Cloudspire, a board game, by the way. So, Spectre of the Gun. Okay, based upon that, I don't remember that. Who can forget this one? The Apple. Yeah, sort of the primitives. Very interesting indeed. The World. The Aliens. There we go. The Cage. one of the wilder episodes in there, especially when we're like trying to figure out what the hell's going on through the entire episode. So, yeah, that's very cool. So you have the aliens, and you have the alien with the cage. Again, trapped with Kirk. Kirk falls in love with another green alien every time. Kirk always gets it. Such a sci-fi trope right there as well. All right, we got the arena where we have to fight the lizard. We have the copy of Kirk that was made in the Two of Rods, Control, Aspiration with the Three of Rods, Errand of Mercy. That's when they're all in war, right? They have like a war-like planet. And the Omega Glory. I remember the big ending here where we had the flag and we have the Constitution and whatnot. A ceremony, very cool. The Challenge, the Savage Curtain. That was a weird episode. That was a really weird episode, but cool, indeed. A Taste of Armageddon. There we go, where everybody kills himself, I believe, right? A Taste of Armageddon. That's when everybody just walks in and kills himself in the to reduce population, I believe, which was done again in Stargate SG-1, right? Where a machine or a computer that was in their ear ended up telling them to walk outside of the dome because the dome didn't have enough power. And then the computer would reset itself and erase that person. Interesting trope, sort of obviously not the exact same trope, but still. Oh, there we go, Operation Annihilate. That was really weird when that little, that fish thing, I guess anyway, the thing, it got stuck on their back. Was it Spock it got stuck? I don't know, wink of an eye. Oh, that was wild, where everybody was much faster than the Enterprise. Wink of an eye, 8 of Rods. That's perfect speed. That is the perfect one here. The Deadly Years, where McCoy ages prematurely with the 9 of Rods. And we have the 10 of Rods, Spock's Brain, the single worst episode agreed upon by literally everybody. Spock's Brain was the worst. 10 of Rods, Burden. Okay. Anyway, Charlie X, he could think about anything and make it happen. That was really wild. The Changeling, that was weird too, with a little floating machine. That always kind of creeped me out too. Pretty cool. Enterprise Incident over here with the Queen of Rods. The King of Rods, Space Seed. Khan. And the Eugenics Wars, which is a Star Trek book, by the way. Where No Man Has Gone Before. Where I believe Carol and the other guy were like gods. They just thought of something and it came true, and they had echoing. Ace of Cups. Yeah, The Enemy Within was a weird one. And then Mud's Women, Mud, and Mud's Women. The double. It was so good, we had to bring the guest star back. I mean, it was so good, we had to bring the guest star back. But the Three of Cups, Mud's Women's perfect. Dagger of the Mind, where we had the chess problem in order to beam up, and they couldn't figure it out. Wow, that was a wild one. Let That Be Your Last Battlefield. Remember those two on the Enterprise deck. Plato's Stepchildren. Ooh, I remember this, where the servants didn't have the power to move things with their mind, but the people in charge did, and so they drink the water, ate the food or whatever, and then they got the power to do it. And the Children Shall Lead. Do remember that one. The Immunity Syndrome with the big amoeba. We got the Mark of Gideon. Very cool, with the 9 of Cups, all happy and whatnot. Tomorrow is Yesterday with, ooh, that was a weird one. Was that the one with the Gary and the cat? There was the woman. I don't remember. You had the gangster, time travel one. You had this one to where they were trying to do the space shuttle launch or what have you. And Gary 7 was interfering with it and whatnot. Anyway, that was a wild episode too. Like, there's so many. Like, Star Trek just started it all, man. Like, started everything. Page of Cups, Miri, perfect. With the pencil sharpener. The Ultimate Computer, okay. The Empath, I remember that one, where she could talk through the mind, what have you. Obviously, the Empath. Mud is back with the King of Cups. That is a perfect King of Cups right there. Just happy, joyous, but so disassociated with everything, reality and whatnot. The Naked Time, the cover of well, not here, but on the website, the cover, was Naked Time, Ace of Blades, with Suda going nuts. Whom Gods Destroy. We had to figure out which Kirk is legit. That's Which Survives. I Must Touch Sulu. I Must Touch Kirk. I remember that. That was creepy as hell. That was really creepy. Lights of Zetar. There we go. The Patterns of Force. Ooh, another one. I remember that one, sort of the Nazi thing. The Five of Blades, indeed. Oh, that was the third back in Travel in Time, right? I think. So you had the Nazi, you had the gangster, you had the space shuttle launch. The Alternative Factor. Do not remember that one. The Seven of Blades. That was the first episode that I saw. I think that's the proper first episode, isn't it? Where we need the salt. And the lady that he meets, that he's in love with a long time ago, is a salt creature. And sticks their fingers on your face and sucks you dry of your salt. Wolf in the Fold, where Scotty doesn't know if he killed him or did he. Obsession. Don't remember this one. Or about any other name where you had the little thing on the waistband and you press it and people turn into the balls. And if you crumble the balls, the people are permanently dead. I remember that. So that's the Ten of Blades, the decimation of that. Shore Leave with, I believe, Kirk's old rival. Is it Kirk or Scotty's rival? One of these rivals. I think it was Kirk. The Squire of Gothos, remember that one. Ellen of Troyes, do not remember that one. The Day of the Dove, where this little ball floated around and made everybody angry and and trying to get everybody to kill each other. That's the King of Blades. That would have been, that episode would have been good for the Five of Wands, in my opinion. But Five of Wands being the Nazi episode, it's a good one too. King of Blades is a good second. Day of the Dove was creepy as hell and cool. All Our Yesterdays. That was the one where Spock actually falls in love with her, and then, right? So that was the librarian that sent them back. Is it the same episode? All Our Yesterdays, maybe? And then, anyway, so she falls in love with Spock, and Spock goes bananas, and Kirk has to fight Spock there. Turnabout Intruder, where she becomes Kirk, and Kirk becomes her. Gangsters of Triskelion. Remember that one. Yeah, that was the one, the gangster one. Mirror, Mirror, everybody's favorite episode where everybody goes reverse. Everybody goes evil. The Carbonite Maneuver. That was wild. Bread and Circuses. Do not remember that one. The Galliad 7 for the 7 of Coins. The 8 of Coins. Here we go with Gary 7 screwing with the shuttle. To keep it was to keep from exploding, right? It was to keep it from exploding, I think. Anyway, Assignment Earth. I don't know if that's the same. Was that the same one as the other one? Anyway, Piece of the Action, the gangster episode, 9 of Coins. Perfect place to have this. The 10 of Coins, the Trouble with Tribbles, literally everybody's favorite episode, redone with Deep Space Nine, with a hilarious version of that with Deep Space Nine. Where they're like making fun of the Klingons, the modern Klingons versus the old Klingons. Anyway, the Page of Coins, Practicality, Amok Time. We have the Balance of Terror and Journey to Babel. Nice, Queen of Coins. And Conscience of a King as the King of Coins. So yeah, the absolute best use of intellectual property I think I've seen in a card deck. The Disney Villains was also good. I know a lot of people chimed in, said, yeah, Disney Villains was good. Lord of the Rings may be good. I haven't opened it yet. But as far as IP, as far as the amount of work, the amount of effort that went into creating this deck is just insane. This is truly the dream come true for any Star Trek fan. The price point is on target. The cards are nice. Again, Christina thought they were thin, but need to remind you, hitting it hard is only coming here. We have several cards that come all the way up to here. So yeah, this is fine. Anyway, yeah, beautiful deck. Very, very nice indeed. And well priced, reasonably priced. Anyway, thank you, Adam, for sending me this. I appreciate that. And I'm going to be using this every freaking stream. This is really one of my dreams come true. This is what every person that wants to make a tarot deck should look for and model after. I mean, you know, the minors are there. Everything makes sense if you're a Star Trek fan. If you're not, the book will let you know. You can go watch Star Trek on your favorite streaming service. But it explains the episode. It explains why the card is like that. It explains a summary of the episode. Just beautiful, man. Just beautiful. Anyway, let me know what you think about the Star Trek TOS original series tarot deck. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.